Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have my lighting and I have my fan. How you doing? Right now the time is approximately 9:18 p.m. Eastern Time, and the date is Monday, November 21st, 2022. The moon is waning in Scorpio. The new moon in Sagittarius is on Wednesday, November 23rd. Yes, November 23rd, 2022. And tomorrow, which is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022, Jupiter goes direct in the sign of Pisces. So there's a lot happening over the next few days, astrologically speaking. So it is my pleasure to announce that I will be returning to Notions and Potions in beautiful Beacon, New York next month. Specifically, I will be there on Saturday, December 17th and Sunday, December 18th, 2022. For those of you who are coming in person, please keep in mind that I will not be back in January. Quite frankly, since I began offering my psychic services at Notions and Potions, there are 2 months when I am not there. January, because that's my birthday month, and August, because when August begins, the sun is in my rising sign Leo. So, but because I have yet to acquire my copy of Llewellyn's 2023 Daily Planetary Guide, I'm reluctant to schedule dates just yet. So I'll either be back after next month. I'll be back at Notions and Potions either in February 2023 or March 2023. Just for now, I'm feeling guided and led to wait until March 2023 to return to Notions and Potions. I've been feeling this actually for about 2 weeks now. So for those of you who are looking for an in-person session with me at Notions and Potions, after next month, December 2022, it is a safe bet that I will not be back in the store until March 2023. Anything could change between now and then, but I'm feeling this guidance and leading to not return in February 2023, because normally I'll be at the store in December and then I'll return the following February. And I'm feeling guided and led not to do that this time around. So, but definitely check in with me via my YouTube channel, my Twitter account, my WordPress blog, etc., 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 as to when I will officially be back after December 2022. So I will be available on both dates for readings using tarot, using oracle cards, using Lenormand, and I have a feeling that by then I will be ready to offer classic cartomancy readings or playing card divination. There are some beautiful playing card decks that I've purchased that I'm going to use specifically just for divination. And right now I'm currently reading officially 2, but technically 3 books on playing card divination. So I think that by next month I will be ready to offer playing card divination readings professionally. I'm very excited about it because, you know, I found some really cool decks. I have come to the realization that not every playing card deck is going to work for me for readings. And these 2 are specifically designed for divination in mind. And yes, they will be featured in a future walkthrough video, but I digress. And I will be available for goddess energy healing treatments as well on those 2 days next month. If somebody wants a Reiki treatment, I will accommodate them. For the record, you know, because I've been offering so many more readings virtually, I have not only forgotten that I also do palm readings, but I've actually become a little bit disconnected with palmistry. So I feel like I need to brush up on palmistry before I offer palm readings again. And palm readings would only be an in-person experience because I remember one of the very first books that I read on palmistry recommended that if it's going to be a distant palmistry reading, that the client take their hands and coat their hands with black ink and then press their palms on a piece of white paper, and then once they dry, mail them to the palm reader. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to do that virtually, where I have you like scan your hand and then email that to me. I'm just not going to do that. But I do feel like it would behoove me to brush up on palmistry because when I offer palm readings, I do it more intuitively than traditionally. One big example is, I'm going to have Drake do a close-up of my left palm just to give you an idea. So traditionally, this line, the one closest to the finger beds, is the heart line, and this is the head line. But intuitively for me, it's in reverse. I see this as the headline, I see this as the heart line, and I interpret them as such. The lifeline still remains the same for me. This is the lifeline, and I interpret it intuitively as the lifeline and traditionally as the lifeline as well. But that's the main difference between the heart line and the headline for me. So I feel like I need to get back on track with regards to palm readings and reconnect to that energy. But I will be offering, in addition to readings with cards, readings with runes, and readings with crystals. I have quite a number of crystals from different places, and I use them for a crystal reading where I literally will have the client shuffle them like dominoes, and then I will intuit what the crystal is telling me based on what the client selects. And there is a way to do that virtually as well. In fact, it's coming to me as I'm talking to you now. And the ring light went out, which makes no sense because I know that Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person, would make sure that this would not happen when we're recording one of my videos. Right? Right. Except he did. And I'm already too invested in this video, so I'm not going to have this redo it. I would love to. Actually, I don't want to. We're going to keep going. I know that there's at least one person out there in YouTube land that's wondering if I do discipline Drake. No, I do not. I might rethink that position now. Oh, we had a little bit of comedic levity for this video. Not that I intended that, but anyway. So, again, I will be back at Notions and Potions next month, December 2022. I will be there on both Saturday, December 17th, and Sunday, December 18th, 2022. I will be available for sessions in person at the store in beautiful Beacon, New York. I will be available for sessions while I'm in the store by phone. I will be available for sessions while I'm in the store by video. I will be available for sessions while I'm in the store via email. I'll be available all those 4 ways, and I will be offering readings with tarot, with oracle cards, with Lenormand, and I might be ready to offer readings with regular playing cards or classical cartomancy, or cartomancy is the art of divination by way of cards. I will be available for rune readings, I will be available for crystal readings, and I will be available for goddess energy healing treatments. Although if a client wants a Reiki treatment, I will happily offer that as well. I will happily accommodate the client for a Reiki treatment. And when it comes to having a session with me while I'm at Notions and Potions, I strongly recommend earlier than later. It just seems to work a whole lot better. And I just remembered that when I'm thinking of the Friday time period, so I apologize. Cheryl, the living goddess of Notions and Potions, had requested of me, I think it was 2 months ago, that I begin offering my psychic services at the store on Saturdays from 1 to 6 p.m. So once again, I'll be there Saturday, December 17th, 2022. I'll be available from 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, not 12 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Sunday, December 18th, 2022, I will be available from 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time for my psychic services, for readings, and for energy healing treatments. After December 2022, although it is still somewhat possible that I'll be back in February 2023, more than likely I will not be back officially until March 2023. The guidance and leading that I've been receiving for the last 2 weeks has been to return in March 2023 as opposed to February 2023. And that tells me that between all of the clients with whom I'm going to meet in December, not to mention celebrating my birthday in January, I will be so exhausted that the thought of traveling even to Beacon, New York, from where I live in New Jersey, is not going to be conducive to my health and well-being. I feel like I'll need some extended stay home. But that's okay, because COVID-19 is still a real thing, so staying at home is not an issue for me. It's not. Staying at home is just very okay with me. It really is. And of course, I want to thank Cheryl, the living goddess of Notions and Potions, for offering a space for me at her beautiful store in beautiful Beacon, New York. And of course, I want to thank the entire staff of the store for their intelligence, their compassion, their caring, their good juju, their great energy, their selflessness, their love of being of service, their commitment to do no harm, and their commitment to take no shit. And of course, I want to thank all of you, both in YouTube land and not in YouTube land, for spreading the word online and off. And the fees for the sessions at Notions and Potions will be listed in the accompanying blog post for this video. And of course, thank you to all of you in YouTube land for honoring who I am and what I do, and for honoring Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person, for my YouTube videos, in spite of his massive snafu a few moments ago, for everything he does as well. Thank you so much for all the likes. They really do help out a YouTube channel, so keep those likes coming. Thank you for all the shares, whether it's to a social media platform that I no longer use, such as Facebook, or a social media platform that I've never used, such as Reddit. Thank you for all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel, and of course, thank you for all the comments. The comments motivate me to continue offering my videos like you would not believe, and of course, thank you to those of you who have scheduled your sessions, and those of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, but especially those of you who have scheduled your sessions, including the 2 wonderful new clients who availed themselves of my psychic services via video readings last Saturday, November 19th, 2022, one for half an hour, one for 1 hour. And actually, one of them was not a new client. One was a returning client that I'd forgotten was a returning client until I saw her face on the screen. And I was like, oh, you're not a new client. I do remember you. In fact, I remember not having had another African black person themed tarot deck available for her reading, and I was so frustrated because I had forgotten my other my other black person themed tarot deck at home that weekend, and I was like, oh man. So of course, when I saw her waiting in the reading room, I was like, I couldn't help but laugh. I was just like, oh yeah, the goddess is reminding me you should have brought the other deck. But actually, that's okay because she's thoroughly reminded me actually, when was I at Notions and Potions? I was at Notions and Potions not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago. She reminded me that I must resume using a checklist for when I go from where I live in New Jersey to the Beacon, Fishkill, Dutchess County area of New York State. So yes, I will be implementing that, especially next month, since I'll be at the Moon, Serpent, and Bone 4th Annual Yule Market, as well as Notions and Potions. And as always, have a beautiful night, have a wonderful week, and stay tuned for the next video.